It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first.
The first of three here on this Thanksgiving Day. Set for a good one. The Packers and the Lions underway in Detroit. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the new look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his fourth NFL season, Jordan Love.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 20 carries, 85 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably had a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you got football on Thanksgiving Day?
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Here's Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. To throw now. Here's Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Throwing. Love. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as it falls incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Throwing is Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake. Rodgers. A quick throw there is incomplete. The Lions at 9-1 on the year. And their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. Disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
And it's a run that they can refer back to as they continue on with their season. Okay, a little bit of a disappointment now, but they put together a streak before. Let's see how they rebound after that one and start to push forward.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That is caught by Laporta. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Montgomery. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now a 2nd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to Laporta. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On play action, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw going into the hands of Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And in for the Lions touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's Love. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
On 1st and 10, Love. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Now Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there.
got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they could rip off any sort of a gain. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle and take it in by Laporta. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Rodgers to throw once more. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Lions go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Love now to pass on first down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league can support it quite well, where you can move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and a happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there as we look ahead to 2 more games later today and then a full slate coming up this weekend. As far as the early games go, we'll be watching that one in Houston. The Texans in for a fight as they'll square off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Good stuff to follow on the West Coast in the afternoon window, one being out in Las Vegas, where it will be the Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And finally, Sunday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the LA Chargers. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP Aaron Rodgers. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Lions to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's Williams on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Rodgers. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers. That's complete to Laporta. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 1. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. From the left side, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 11 yards. yards out. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Aaron Rodgers, he can still maneuver. 35 rushing touchdowns in his career with Green Bay. Partner, I double-checked that stat. That's the right number. And even at his age, he knows when it's time to go, and he does it there for a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it is 28-0. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On second down, Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Here comes third and about a foot.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers.
Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. But at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, That's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Lions open the lead up to 34-0. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Love, they go play action now.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Play action this time with Love.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Green Bay.
To throw now. Here's Love.
To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Love.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
2nd down and 3.
Throwing. Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Here's Love.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown.
But not only is his defense pitching forcing a shutout. Now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it is 42-0.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Love looking to throw it. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This to Laporta, right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down at 7. Another run for Gibbs here.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Love now. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Love from the gun. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. First down, going to the air with Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give, right side for Gibbs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Lions, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Rams and the Armadillos coming up next.
EA Sports. Second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player of the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team, but you have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Jackson. And this complete to Mitchell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Armadillos will strike first here in this wild card matchup. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they changed their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
In motion right is Ridley. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Prescott now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time we'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Jackson on first down.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10. Here's Jackson.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Mitchell. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 yards. And the Rams first down.
First down, Prescott. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Second and 9.
To throw is Prescott.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
Here's Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Johnson. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Penny up the middle, and he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the second down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up second and 1.
Now Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. Jackson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Quinnen Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Brings up second and 17 at the Rams' 44-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They're back at the 8 now. Third and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. Jackson now. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Armadillos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. L.A. readies for its next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road,
How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player,
there he goes, right side. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, LA. Jonathan Taylor, 76 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jackson on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. They run over center with Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Quentin Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. And brought in downfield by Burks. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And give the tackle to Eric Johnson. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6.
To the air again, Prescott. Johnson's got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Prescott.
Touchdown, Rams!
Rashad Bateman.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-17.
So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And some room to run now. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout. Their second. 1st down, Prescott. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we come upon halftime here.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Prescott off play action. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing. Prescott.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Rashad Bateman. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8. At the 38.
Here's Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Rams first down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 43-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Prescott. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, L.A.
Juwan Johnson.
30 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Jonathan Taylor
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
Ooh, with a juke.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 172 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to Taylor on first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football.
sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Ridley here. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A first down throw for Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown. Traylon Burks, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. That's out quickly to Bateman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This 2nd and 4. Running straight ahead, Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now a 3rd and 6.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Rams first down.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Prescott. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Austin. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And some pretty strong running there. So he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now.
Another catch there for Waddle.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Rams' 40-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
To throw again is Jackson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
16 more yards. He was brought down by Marcus May. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
9-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Now Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run once more with Taylor.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Ball start. Offense.
This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them the pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so because we are grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now 2nd and 5.
At the 48-yard line.
Jackson.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson.
This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Now it's Jackson.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Marvin Mims.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Armadillos are able to cut into that deficit. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
3rd and 5.
Here's Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
The Los Angeles Rams now on the clock. It's the Bears now on the clock. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. With the next selection, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. The Desperados are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Detroit Lions. The New York Jets on the clock now. With the next selection, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Oilers are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Atlanta Falcons. The Colts, now on the clock. It's the Philadelphia Eagles, now on the clock. The Chicago Bears are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Baltimore Ravens. On the clock now, the Los Angeles Rams. The Baltimore Ravens now on the clock. It's the New England Patriots, now on the clock. The Desperados are now on the clock. It's the Cleveland Browns, now on the clock. Next up, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. The Jaguars are on the clock. Now on the clock, the Giants. It's the Atlanta Falcons, now on the clock. It's the Bills, now on the clock. The Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. The Desperados are now on the clock. With the next selection, the Lions are on the clock. The Oilers are now on the clock. The Los Angeles Chargers now on the clock. The Desperados are now on the clock. Up next, the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock. It's the Steelers now on the clock. The Oilers are now on the clock. The Desperados are now on the clock. The Indianapolis Colts are now on the clock. The Chicago Bears are on the clock now. The Baltimore Ravens are on the clock now. The Los Angeles Rams are up. They're on the clock. The Pittsburgh Steelers are now on the clock. The Bengals now on the clock. It's the Carolina Panthers now on the clock. Next up, the Jets are on the clock. The Pittsburgh Steelers on the clock now. On the clock now, the Chicago Bears. With the next selection, the Ravens are on the clock. Now on the clock, the Rams. Next up, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. The New York Jets are now on the clock. With the next selection, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. The Desperados are now on the clock. The Oilers are now on the clock. With the next selection, the New York Jets. With the next selection, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the Bears now on the clock. The Chicago Bears are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Baltimore Ravens. The Los Angeles Rams now on the clock. The Oilers are now on the clock. Next up, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. The Desperados are now on the clock. The Detroit Lions now on the clock. It's the Steelers now on the clock. The Atlanta Falcons are now on the clock. The Chicago Bears are on the clock now. The Baltimore Ravens now on the clock. On the clock now, the Buffalo Bills. With the next selection, the Falcons are on the clock. The Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. The Desperados are now on the clock. It's the Detroit Lions now on the clock. The 49ers on the clock now. The New York Jets on the clock now. The Pittsburgh Steelers are now on the clock. The Oilers are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Atlanta Falcons. On the clock now, the Chicago Bears. The Bengals now on the clock. The Desperados are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Detroit Lions. The Baltimore Ravens are on the clock now. Now on the clock, the Texans. The Pittsburgh Steelers on the clock now. With the next selection, the Ravens are on the clock.
You